Hello traders, welcome back to Simply Forex. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you all. Let's do this. So in today's live stream, guys, we are going to do a few things. First of all, we're going to look at a couple of trades that I'm potentially trying to get into, but hasn't quite set up as yet. So we'll look at that. We've got important news coming up, guys. So let's just take a quick look at the calendar. So as you can see, guys, coming up, we've got initial jobless claims and we've got Philly Fed manufacturing. All right. So 2 3-star ratings for the US dollar. You know, this is going to get things moving a bit, guys. I say that nothing will probably happen now. We'll keep an eye on that, and we'll play guess the news game on one of the US dollar pairs and see if we can predict what the news was. I know that game's fun. So we got those 2 bits of news coming out, guys. Please remind me, 1/2 they're coming out. Like I say, we'll look at a couple of trades that I'm looking to get into. CAD yen is the one I'm looking at really, because CAD Swiss franc, you know, has sort of left the building really. I can't really see this retracing. Maybe it will, but it looks like it just wants to come hurtling down. So we'll take a look at that. And also, guys, all of your questions, as many questions as you like. Yeah, guys, we'll try and get through as many as we can. Right, let's see who's in the house. Colin, that is a scary picture you've put up there. I apologize to everyone for that face. Brett, afternoon, fella. Afternoon, mate. How are you? Renewable Nat, how are you, mate? Renewable Nat, you said you went on a date. Was that right a few weeks ago? Yeah. How did that go? Any more news on that? All right, guys. So let's start with trades I'm looking at. And as you know, if you watched this morning's analysis vid, I'm looking at Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. And I'm just waiting to pounce on this like Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for, guys. And if you don't know who Chuck Norris or Bruce Lee is, check it out. You're very young. So that's what we're waiting for, guys, because if we look at, let's start with the weekly chart. Let's just a brief recap. You can see on the weekly chart, we are at a very nice area of resistance, okay, on the weekly chart. I know we're in a weekly uptrend, but that is a nice area of weekly resistance. If we go down to the day chart now, you know, we are in a downtrend, yeah, because this is clearly a low. Sometimes I would say these areas are subjective, but that's clearly a new higher low, okay? And then price comes down, breaks this last higher low. Therefore, we have lower lows. And then we're back into this territory. We're back at the weekly resistance level. And we've got the moving average 20 coming round. And we've got a nice bearish candle. Okay, so there's lots of reasons to like this trade, okay? And that's what you need to do, guys. Come up with reasons to take the trade. If we now drop down to the H4, we've also broken this key level. Yeah, I've been waiting for all of these. What just happened there? My screen's jumping about, or I'm seeing things. I'm not sure. We wanted price to break, you know, these lows, and in particular this low. And as you can see, these candles have already broken that low. And all I'm waiting for now, guys, is a nice retrace up to potentially this level here. You know, I'd really like it to see it, you know, retrace to the moving average 20. Yeah, but somewhere in here, I'm going to push that sell button. All right. I'm not even going to wait for a bearish reaction, guys, because if you think about it, this is our bearish reaction. Yeah, we've had our bearish reaction. That has come down and broke. Yeah, you could enter here, but, you know, it doesn't make sense in terms of risk to reward. So we're just waiting for a retrace. Like I say, somewhere in here, I'm going to sell it back down to here, guys. Put my stop above here. So I'm just waiting. As soon as that alarm, we hear that alarm, guys, yeah, I'm going to place a trade. That's what I'm looking for. CAD Swiss franc, you know, it's sort of Elvis has left the building, really. You know, we've still got a bit more room for price to come down to. but you know, I need a retrace, yeah, before it comes back down. If we go to the H4, guys, you know, does it look like it's going to come back up to here? Probably not. You know, moving average 20 comes round, we can take a sell. It's looking unlikely, guys, but you know, this is trading. Anything can happen, but that trade is looking less likely than Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. Hit me with your questions. There aren't any. I'm joking. Carlos, hello, how are you? Okay, Renewable Nat, this is wonderful. Yeah, Renewable Nat, everyone went on a date and now they are dating, going out with each other. Well, good luck, Renewable Nat. This is a very nice story to have on a Thursday. Good. Your sayings are getting worse. Yeah, Brett. Yeah, I apologize for those sayings. Calogero, the Luxembourgish person, I believe. Yeah, hello, how are you? Greg, how are you, mate? So, yeah, that's what we're looking at, guys. We're really waiting for some, you know, some retrace so we can get in here. Yeah, what else are we looking at? And also, guys, I was looking at gold. Yeah, gold was at a really interesting level. You know, we know this is a, well, first and foremost, it's broken this downward channel. Okay. You know, I give more kudos to the horizontal levels, but you can clearly see price has broken out of this horizontal level, this diagonal level, sorry. Okay. But we are at a very nice resistance level. So if we get a breakdown in structure, I may consider this trade because, sorry, if we go back to the day chart, guys, we're still in a downtrend until this last high is broken. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. If gold keeps going, then my God, this has had a push like you wouldn't believe. So yeah, maybe we can expect a bit of a retrace here. All right, and I'll just show you that, you know, H4. Yeah, I'm really looking at potentially a break of this level. Okay, if we look at the H1 as well, you know, if you looked at the H1, it could be potentially a break of this level, but then I'm still not happy to be selling into this candle. So I would need a break of that candle, yeah, to start selling gold. Yeah, and you know, it might happen on the back of news. Yeah, if my alarms starts, you know, beeping, we will know. So yeah, guys, that's everything that I'm looking at today. Let's have a look at a few questions then. So Daniel Davies, Tom, can we take a little look at the S&P? Yes, Daniel, we can certainly do that. And Andy, where do your grey zones originate? So grey zones, guys, are just support and resistance levels, yeah? As simple as that. And all I'm looking for is for price to historically hit these levels. All right, so I get a lot of questions about how do you plot support and resistance levels. So simple as that, guys. Yeah, if this grey zone wasn't here, let's remove it. I'll be looking at this chart and just looking at, you know, this area. You can see price has hit this. I mean, even to here, price has hit this area a lot. So therefore, I can put a grey zone through this area. Okay. And with regards to that, guys, I don't want it to be, you know, like a humongous grey zone. Sometimes they are, like this one. Yeah. Sometimes these are big weekly levels. I want to try and keep them as, you know, as narrow as I can, really. And by doing that, all I'm going to try and do is include as much price as I can. All right. And these prices here. So this looks pretty good in terms of a level, guys. All right. And that's all I'm doing. Again, this support resistance level here, I've included that. Okay. It also reacted here. Okay. And that's it, guys. That's all I'm looking for, is for price to react historically at a level. And then, you know, the whole trading world is looking at that level. Yeah, if it's reacted at that level previously, then chances are it will react at that level again. That's the understanding of a support and resistance level. Most of the time price will react. Yeah, this has reacted. Yeah, will it be a big reaction, a big sustained reaction? Yeah, or will it just be, a little reaction like this and then it carries on? That we don't know. But what we can do is just follow structure on the lower time frames to tell us if we have a trade and if price is breaking down. So let's say, we get a reaction like this, then on the lower time frame, as I suggested, guys, H4, H1, I mean, this is not such a great chart to look at in terms of structure, but because look at that. Yeah. And you also at these levels, you get price action like this because you've got buyers on the daily uptrend and you've got sellers at this resistance level. So a lot of the time you get a lot of indecision at these levels. And then basically you need a winner. And a winner for me is a break of this low or this high. Yeah. If it breaks this high, buyers have won the battle. And if it breaks this low, sellers have won the battle. And that's basically what I'm waiting to see happen with gold. Yeah, if we get a breakdown, I think potentially there's a little bit of room to the downside. If we break to the upside, guys, I'm still not that interested. It's so overbought. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens here. So, Andy, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, just look for historic price action where price keeps touching it. Yeah, and then try and include as many of those touches as you can in your grey zone. Right, Daniel Davies. So we've got S&P and the NASDAQ. All right, let's look at both of them then, guys. So let's start with the S&P. Weekly chart. Yeah. Don't touch it. Yeah, I'm not saying that flippantly, guys. Look at those two candles. Yeah. If that's not a sign to stay out, then I don't know what is. I almost don't need to look at any other time frame. Yeah. If you get a candle like that, yeah, and then a candle like that, yeah, who's winning? Sellers winning, buyers winning, who knows? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, just looking at the weekly chart, that's a bit of a no-go. And you can understand why we're getting these wicks. So I just wanted to zoom out. We're getting this wick because we're bouncing off of this support level. And we're getting this wick because we're bouncing off of this resistance level. Okay? Haven't had my vodka yet, guys. That's why I'm, problem speaking. So, yeah, straight away, no trade for me, really, guys. And you can see that in this price action here. So S&P is in an uptrend. Okay. And we are back at these lows. So you could potentially think, okay, this is good for a potential buy. And it'll be difficult to disagree with you. Yeah, we're in an uptrend. We're at the last low. Can we take price back up to here? Potentially, yes. Potentially we can. But this is perfectly demonstrates what I was saying. Those weekly candles were just, like this, buyers and sellers we don't know. And it's just reflected in the day chart. I mean, look at that. Buyers. Okay, we're off to the upside. No, we're not. Sellers, buyers, sellers. So we really are in a range, but this is why it's so difficult. We're in a range here. We're in a range stroke uptrend. And then on the weekly, we're in a downtrend. And you can see these pressures. Yeah. It's like when rock was first made on planet Earth. My analogies are getting worse and worse. I apologize. But, you can see, the pressures are making this do not a lot, guys. Yeah. So again, if we get a break of this level, yeah, I reckon we've got a bit of room to the downside. We get a break of these highs, we've got a little bit of room to the upside. So that's what I would want to see, a break of these levels. You know, some people would say you can trade within those levels. Yeah, I would agree. Okay, you can, but to me, it's not clear enough. There's too much indecision. Yeah, you could potentially take price to here, take price back down. You know, that's the idea of a range. But for me, I want to see a break of that range. So that's the S&P. If we look at the NASDAQ now as well, where are you, NASDAQ? There you are. Yeah, so with NASDAQ, well, let's start with the weekly chart. Okay, so with the NASDAQ, there's this downward weekly channel. Yeah, so there's this diagonal channel coming down here, guys. It's almost easier to see on the day chart. But you can see, you know, it's respecting this level. Okay, not only do we have this diagonal, my God, that's the worst line I've ever drawn. Not only do we have that as resistance, we also have this level through here as resistance. Okay, so on the weekly chart, we are seeing a descending triangle. Yeah, and the idea of a descending triangle is this, you know, and then eventually it breaks one way or the other. The fact it's called a descending triangle would suggest it will do this, but it can equally, you know, break to the upside. So this is what I'm seeing on the NASDAQ in terms of the weekly chart. If we drop down to the day chart now, you know, we are in an uptrend. Yeah, but you can clearly see that channel there. So following structure, guys, yeah, didn't make lower lows, bounced off this weekly level, and we're in an uptrend. But, you know, would you want to try and buy that? No. Yeah, you wouldn't. Would you want to try and sell? Let's zoom in a bit, guys. You can see what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, would you want to try and buy up into this resistance here? I wouldn't. Yeah. Would you want to sell into this support here? I wouldn't. Yeah. It's in a really, all the indices are like this at the moment. They're in a real, you know, rock and a hard place, and they're in the middle of it. Yeah, and we need it to get out of this funk before we can trade it. If we get a break, like I say, we get a breakout to the upside, then we've got room to the upside. If we get a breakdown of this level, then I think we can come back down to these last lows. So yeah, I remember looking at the DAX earlier on. I guest presented on another show. The DAX is the same. Yeah, they're all in this area of uncertainty. It could go, it could go down, it could go up. Yeah, you're probably thinking that's really helpful, Tom. But you know what I'm saying. It's not a tradable area. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing on the indices, guys. And guys, if you enjoy my analysis, yeah, I know I've just told you that we cannot do anything with these pairs, but with these indices, but it's, that's what I'm seeing. But if you enjoy my analysis, guys, then come join us. Yeah, I give you my trade ideas every day. I give you my analysis every day. So come subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. Also, smash the notification button, guys, so you receive an alert every time we post a vid. And if everyone could please smash the like button right now. Yeah, it really helps support the vid. I'm going to have a drink of vodka while you smash the like button. Thank you. Dankeschön. Mercy. Shukran. Okay, so there's the indices, guys. That's what I'm looking at. Thanks, Tom. You're welcome, Andy. CJ, hey, Tom, how are we? CJ, I'm good if you are off the roads. Are you off the road or are you driving again? Brett, no problem. Saman, can you look at oil as well, please, Tom? Yeah, no problem. Let's take a look at oil. I'm just going to take a quick look at CAD yen because I'm keen to get into this trade, guys. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. So oil is rock and hard place. You're probably thinking, Tom, can we have some good tradable news? But, look, you'll see what I mean, guys. First of all, let's do the top-down approach. So weekly, you can see these two levels are very important. Yeah, and price has been reacting off those levels. If we zoom in a bit now, we're still in an uptrend. Okay, and we've come back down to a really nice level. Yeah, this is a nice level for buys. Okay, you know, this candle doesn't fill you with confidence to buys, but this is, you know, this is bullish enough, shall we say. Okay, so that's where we are weekly. We're in an uptrend. We've got bullish candles. And then if we look at the day chart, we also had a break in the day trend. Yeah, if we just follow trend, yeah, we're like this, bang, 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 bang. And bang, bang, bang is all in the economics books. All right, but we've broken this high. As soon as I saw this candle, I was interested in oil. The problem is, yeah, you know, we've now hit this support level. Yeah, so we're in an uptrend, but we've reached, sorry, not support, this resistance level. Yeah, and you can see this blue line was a target I was looking at. But, you know, so where can we go with this? Nowhere really. You know, even if we put this grey zone in, which I would agree with, yeah, this is clearly, you know, the last daily high. When it breaks, becomes good support. Yeah, and it's proving to be. But now we're in this area. Yeah, we're just in between this. You know, we're probably going to find price just bounce between here. And then again, guys, you know, need to see a winner. Yeah, we get a break. Yeah, we can take price back up to this grey zone here. Yeah, those last highs. If we get a breakdown, we've got room back down to these lows. And I've been seeing this on a lot of, you know, a lot of indices, as I just showed you, currency pairs, commodities. So, you know, I mean, how would you trade that? Yeah, you know, you've got one of those combinations. You've got very bullish wick followed by a very bearish wick. Yeah, it becomes a bit untradeable, guys. It's almost like this no man's land in the middle. Yeah, and this is their, you know, this is their bunkers. Yeah, and they're gonna either overrun it or overrun it. Okay, but there is war going on in the middle here. So yeah, I would need to see sort of one move one way or the other, Saman. All right, so I hope that helps you with oil. Yeah, so there you go, guys. What else are we looking at? Coprod, how are you? A little bit late, but I made it. Happy days. Coprod, you are always welcome to the live stream. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, what time is it? We've got a few minutes now before the news. Okay, so please somebody remind me of that. Gracias, man. Many languages, a little bit of Spanish there. Yeah, I was also looking at this, guys, New Zealand US dollar. Yeah, if we look at the day chart, you know, this is broken out of this area. If we look at the weekly chart, you know, potentially, you know, there is free air here. And when I have a trade, I want free air. And free air means, you know, if I start selling this, there's no support. There's none, not until down here. Yeah, we like free air. All right. So I am interested in New Zealand US dollar, but US dollar pairs are a bit all over the show at the moment. Yeah, we're really not sure if we're seeing US dollar strength or US dollar weakness across these pairs. But this one, you know, has broken down. So I'm keeping an eye on New Zealand US dollar because it's broken these lows here. Yeah, with this candle. You know, potentially if we get a retrace into this grey zone, I want to see what the reaction is, but we could start coming lower with New Zealand US dollar. But I tell you another thing that puts me off of New Zealand US dollar and selling it, because if you look at all of, you know, like New Zealand dollar CAD, look how oversold that is. Look at that downward pressure. Yeah, you know, you like to think we're gonna get a bounce in here somewhere. You know, we're not think, you know, you will get a bounce in here somewhere. Okay, so that would mean New Zealand dollar strength. It's the same with New Zealand Swiss franc. you know, you're going to get a bounce in here somewhere. You will. Yeah. How strong that bounce will be, we don't know, but you're going to get a bounce. And again, that, you know, if we think about it, that's New Zealand dollar strength. So looking at other currency pairs also plays into my mind when I'm looking at New Zealand dollar, US dollar. You know, when's the bounce coming? So, yeah, a few things, you know, there's those cross references across pairs that I look at just to help me, you know, again, give my trades a higher probability. Right, what else are we looking at, guys? Okay, New Zealand US dollar. I was looking at sell. CJ, great minds. Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, good. Imaginary oil has a cool name, but it is cooking oil or gun oil or what? And is S&P really salt and pepper? Yes, the S&P means salt and pepper. It's based on the 90s, 80s female rap duo. No, it's Standard and Poor is the S&P, Standard and Poor. And oil, you got West Texan, and you got Brent with oil. So you got different oils there as well, guys. You can probably trade cooking oil. Yeah, there will be a chart for cooking oil. When you find it imaginary, you know, let me know. I bet that has some gaps in it. Daniel, hi, Simply Forex. Is it a good idea to close a trade when news is approaching? So it's a good question, and it's not just a simple answer to that. So I actually did a vid on this in the VIP Discord, guys. So I look at, if I'm in profit, yeah, let's say we got US dollar news coming out, yeah, which, well, we're not saying we have, yeah, in 3 minutes. Let's say I entered here and I'm in a sell. I would take some profit off this trade before the news comes out. Let's say close 50%, 70%, 80%, move your stop to break even. Yeah, then you just have a nice risk-free trade, okay, and you've secured some profit. So that's what I would do if I'm in profit. If my trade is at break even, I would close the trade. Yeah, because you're just gambling. Yeah, you know, you might as well flip a coin, basically, guys, with the news. So if I'm at break even, I would just close the trade. And then finally, guys, if I've been selling here and the trade is going against me and my stop loss is here, there's a bit of an element of you've got nothing to lose. You're already, you know, offside. It's almost at your stop loss. You know, you can just give it a go. Yeah, worst case scenario, you're going to, you know, lose the stop, you know, hit your stop loss, but it's already close to it anyway. So I hope that makes sense, guys. There is a vid on it, like I say, in the VIP Discord. So yeah, there's options. I don't just shut it, no, but in some circumstances I will just shut it. Other times I'll leave it to run, and I'll also tighten stops. You know, sometimes I move stops to break even. Sometimes I'll move stops closer. You know, let's say we were here, and let's say news is coming out. Let's say my stop was up here. I'd move my stop to here. Yeah. So it's not one answer, Daniel. There's a few options to trading the news, and it's just come out. So let's play Guess the News game. Very exciting. So we can see that we're quite muted, maybe a little bit of US dollar strength. Let's look at US dollar CAD. We're seeing US dollar. We're seeing a little bit of US dollar strength. Let's look at pound US dollar. Okay, quite muted. Let's look at euro US dollar. Yeah, we're definitely seeing some US dollar, a bit of US dollar strength. Oh no, we're not. This is what I mean, guys. You need to let the dust settle with the news. Yeah, initially there was a little bit of US dollar weakness, but now we're seeing, there's a bit of US dollar strength. Now we're seeing I don't know what we're seeing, guys. It's going up and down. Let's look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. So potentially a bit of, I'm going to say it was as expected. Let's take a look. Far better than expected. Okay, that was quite an unusual response on the charts, guys. You know that, mind you, bit of a mixed bag. This is a far better than expected result. Yeah, initial jobless claims, less people are claiming unemployment. Okay, so 14,000's worth. You know, but this was a miss. Okay, so that does explain the reaction we're seeing. We've got one bit of news worse than expected, one bit of news better than expected. So, you know, this is why we're seeing, okay, we're seeing US dollar weakness come through now. Okay, yeah, okay, US dollar weakness we're seeing come through off the back of that news. But anyway, guys, you know, the important thing here is to, you know, wait for the dust to settle, then start trading. Don't jump into it, you know, wait for the dust to settle before we start, you know, jumping into any trades. Just looking at a couple of cross pairs, CAD yen, I'm interested in this. I would like to price to get to at least up to here, guys. So we shall see. Yeah, what else are we looking at today? CAD Swiss franc. I'm assuming that hasn't. Okay, we're just seeing Swiss franc strength off the back of that. New Zealand Swiss franc. I'm interested to see if how low this goes. Okay, that's still going down. All right, guys. So yeah, you know, a bit of US dollar weakness coming into the markets off the back of that. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see if that is sustained, guys. Yeah, give it to the end of the hour. If we get some sustained, you know, US dollar weakness, then you can perhaps trade it according to your strategy. Right, what else are we looking at? News. Thank you, Carlos. There is news. What else am I going to show you guys? Yeah, guys, let me just mention, guys, because like I say, we've got a lot of good tutorials on the VIP Discord. Let me just mention a few things that we do, because you might be interested, guys. So first of all, we've got a free Discord channel. It is free. Yeah, free as a bird. So come join it. We've got traders in there sharing their knowledge, their trades. We've got indicators. We've got psychology, useful links. So come join that, guys. The free Discord channel. The link is in the live chat and the video description. Next, guys, don't forget to join our VIP Discord channel. Yeah, you do have to pay for this, but you get access to me throughout the trading days, and you can ask me questions if you need help with anything. I give you my trade ideas as and when they happen. All right. You know, entries, stop losses, take profit. We have two other expert traders sharing their trade ideas as well. We also give you exclusive content every single week. And you get access to a performance coach, fully qualified performance coach, should you need help with performance. Yeah. And also, guys, we're testing a new strategy. Yeah, so loads of value in the VIP Discord, guys. Come join it. The link is in the live chat and the video description. Next, guys, what else have we got? We've also got, the mentorship program. If you would like to, you know, understand how to read the charts like I do, then drop us an email and we'll send you the information on my mentorship program where I coach you one-on-one. Yeah, drop us an email. The email is in the live chat and the video description. Also, guys, finally, if you watch the live stream every day, if you watch the analysis vids that I do every day, you enjoy my trade ideas, then you can show your support for the channel. Yeah, you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member. We've got, I always forget these. Every single day I forget these. We have supporter, we have gold, and we have legend. All right, so each one has more and more perks, guys, and it starts from as little as under $2 a month. So check it out. All of those things are in the live chat and the video description. Okay, then, guys, let's look at any more questions you may have. If not, I'm keeping a keen eye on this CAD yen, guys. I'd really like to see this come up. So if you are late to the show, guys, yeah, I want to sell CAD yen. Yeah, we've already broken this important grey zone, and more specifically this last low. This candle here actually did that. Now I'm looking for a retrace somewhere in here. Yeah. And then I'm going to sell Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. All right, guys. So yeah, that's what I want to see. Yeah, let's have a quick look at CAD Swiss franc. Yeah, CAD Swiss franc has left the building along with Elvis. All right then, guys. Angus, how are you? Guys, any more questions? If you haven't got any more questions, guys, we might wrap it up there. So if you have got one, please fire away. If you haven't, then we will call it a day. All right, guys. So yeah, thank you very much for watching us on the live stream. We really appreciate it, guys. You know, you make this possible. Okay, I've got a question. CJ, Tom, do you think it's worth building the CAD yen trade when it happens? Yes. Yeah, yeah. It depends how big the retrace is, CJ. So it's a good question. All right. So, you know, CJ's asking me with this CAD yen trade, you know, to build it. And I will. I could arguably enter this now, but I won't enter 100% of the trade. Yeah, I will only, let's say, enter 30%. When price gets to here, I'll enter another 30%. If price comes back up to this moving average 20, I might enter the remaining 40%. Yeah, so 30, 30, 40, something like this, guys. And I will build this trade. And my stop doesn't change. My stop is always up here. So yeah, CJ, I will. You know, if price comes storming right up to here, I'll just enter 100%. Okay, but yeah, we'll see what happens to price. Yeah, we'll see what happens in here, you know, and up here. Okay, but yeah, you could enter now and start building this trade for sure, CJ. Good question, good thinking, good driver. Angus, good. Okay, is good. Who's Liverpool playing this weekend? Daniel, very important question. It is the Merseyside derby. Yeah, it's the big one. It's 3:30 out here, and I will be in the pub watching that, shouting at the screen like a man possessed. Trading, guys, you know, are quite serene and keep myself as calm as possible, you know, and sort of pride myself on that. You put me in front of a TV screen when Liverpool are playing, turning to a, you know, a frantic mess. So there you go, guys. All right. On that note, we'll call it a day. So, guys, yeah, like I say, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all your questions. You know, we really appreciate you coming on, spending your time with us. So much appreciated. Don't forget to join us for the next one. We don't have one on a Friday, so Monday, but I'll send the analysis vid tomorrow morning as usual. Have a great trading day.